I was so fulfilling. That was meaningful to me as an introvert. I think I'm gonna come out of my shell now, man. I think I'm becoming someone new.
Would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that?
Yay! It's all about having fun when you work in a corporation. Woo, mama. So today I'm going to talk about a couple of different videos I found where they talk about icebreakers, how to build team building experiences in the corporate world. Yay! Aren't you excited? I'm excited. So I'm going to play this first video. This is titled Top 3 Icebreakers for Meetings and Workshops. Yay! This starts off and you've got the attractive, I don't know what she is, a trainer probably, or a HR person standing in front of a whiteboard with sticky notes on it. That just makes my stomach go. Exactly, my friends, exactly. So let's start with the video here and see what Miss Training Lady has to say.
Most times when people hear the word icebreaker, they cringe or they might feel super anxious about taking part in one.
Oh, she's Irish or something. I cringe. I cringe every time I hear icebreaker.
And yes, icebreakers can make you feel awkward initially, but they're proven to actually enhance relationships and boost creativity.
What? Who? What university or study or scientist prove this does anything but make everybody feel miserable and uncomfortable and unhappy?
In this video, I'm going to show you how to run our top 3 favorite icebreakers.
Whose are these? Who's top 3? You and the other trainers in the building? Not the employees. I tell you right now, none of us like this shit. None of us like it. None of us want to do it. We want to go to work, treated fairly with respect, and have our dignity at the end of the day. And you're taking our dignity away when you make us play little games with koosh balls and sticky notes stuck in our foreheads. You're all a bunch of morons at the top of every corporation, just filled with simpletons, just idiots that somehow know how to make money.
Icebreakers are quick, fun activities that you use at the very beginning of a workshop or a meeting.
Her name is Rebecca Courtney, facilitation coach at AJ and Smart. Tell me, Rebecca, what are some of your fun games?
To warm up participants. Icebreakers actually set the tone for workshops and they help.
Yeah, they set the tone that the people that are in the workshop realize they're working for a ridiculous, stupid company. That's what they set the tone for.
Participants understand how a workshop actually works. And what I mean by that is that in an icebreaker activity, you might be encouraging participants to write on sticky notes, place them up on the wall, come up with different ideas. And this is exactly how you want to start every workshop. So when you're planning your next workshop, make sure to have a few icebreakers in your back pocket. Okay.
That's not the only thing I have in my back pocket. I think I'd have a flask in my back pocket if I had to go to an icebreaker again. Oh, God.
Now I'm going to show you our top 3 favorite.
I can't wait. What have you got for me, honey?
Favorite icebreakers. The first icebreaker on our list is a personal favorite of ours here at AJ and Smart, and it's called My First Job. It's simple yet effective, and it doesn't take any time or effort to set up. All you need for this icebreaker is a block of rectangular sticky notes and a Sharpie for each participant. Let's get it.
Little bell. Oh, Blanca likes that. Oh, little bell.
Into how it works. Step 1, ask every participant to write down their name, their first job, and what they learned from that job.
That's so genius. Oh my God, I can feel the ice breaking already.
So for example, my name is Rebecca. My very first job is that I was Mrs. Claus. Yes, Mrs. Claus.
Sit in my lap, wee one.
Santa Claus's wife. And what I learned from that job is that I really loved working with children, which led me to be a school teacher, which then led me to facilitation.
Facilitation? What the hell is facilitation? So she went from working as a school teacher and now she must be a trainer. That's all. I guess that's what facilitation is called in Ireland.
Step 2, after everyone has written down these 3 things, you go around the group and ask people to read out theirs. So if Ellie, our cameraman, for example, was participating in this icebreaker, he would introduce himself and say, "Hi, my name is Ellie. My first job, I was a catering waiter, and what I learned from that is that people can be more rude when they get things for free." This is a
Okay, great. Okay. That's icebreaker number one.
chance for the group to get to know each other, learn something new about each other without getting too personal. It's also a great warm-up because it doesn't require too much thinking straight off the bat. If you want to add a bit of mystery to this icebreaker, or if you
Why do you need to add mystery to it? These people live in a fantasy world, these trainers. They really think, well, number one, they're good salespeople because they walked into corporate America. They walked into some ivory tower and said, look, I can give you Lucky Charms. If you pay me 200 grand a year, I can make your employees happy with Lucky Charms. I can tell them all about icebreakers and they're going to be happy. You know, and it's just not true. Every single person, unless they're still living in like a kindergarten mindset, is saying, "Oh, fuck, no, I've got to do one of these icebreakers in this meeting. Please, God, no." Some of them have smiles on their faces and they look like they're all ready for it. I always work with women. They're like, "Oh, great, I can't wait." There's always one of those people in the meeting. But 99% of everybody's like, "Lady, leave me alone. Let me go back to work." That's all they're thinking. That's all they want. They don't want to be bothered. If anything, they're doing this, they're in this meeting with you because they want to get the fuck away from their boring job. So maybe they're going to pretend they're enjoying themselves for a little bit.
have a group that already knows each other, what you can do is ask everyone to write down their first job and what they've learned from it, but leave out the names. Get a hat or a bowl and get every participant to fold up.
I always keep a top hat at my desk at work. Let's put a top. Let's make sure we have a hat. I guess a ball cap would work in the modern era. Unless you're thirst in hell, of course. Yes. Honey, lovey, I do say, can you please give me my top hat? We're going to Gilligan's ball.
Their post-it and drop it in the hat or the bowl anonymously. And then you as a facilitator will read out each post-it and the group has to guess which job belongs to which member of the group. The second icebreaker is called pointless questions.
Pointless questions for pointless icebreakers. Perfectly good sense.
We call this one pointless questions simply because the questions bear no relation to the actual workshop topic itself. But this icebreaker...
Notice the music in the background is like this cool R&B beat with a heavy bass drum. And boom, doom, boom, boom, boom. Hey, she's romancing you with the swanky beat of Roscoe Bosco and his blue beats. Or his blue balls.
Breaker itself is far from pointless. By asking fun, non-work related questions, you're going to...
Fun. Hey, Pete, how many times did you rub one out last night? Well, Bill, I don't know. I lost count after 6.
Ease the group into natural conversation and prime them for creative thinking. All you'll need for this activity is absolutely nothing but you.
Oh, genius. Genius. Oh, absolutely nothing but you. Oh, I think I've got a tear in my eye. It's so genius, so simple, so affordable, so workable. The corporate people at the top must have gone, "Oh, she's a genius. Bring her on board. Come on, guys, bring her on board. She's just got me. She's got me."
Step 1, prepare at least 3 questions ahead of the workshop. Here are some tips for coming up with some good icebreaker questions. Keep your icebreaker questions lighthearted and inclusive and make sure everyone can answer these questions. Make sure to steer clear of topics that are too specific or which might not be relevant to everyone, such as certain TV shows or music genres. Here are some ideas.
I thought it was supposed to be simple. So I can't talk about TV or music? That's not simple. Everybody knows about TV and music.
To get you started. If you could invite any celebrity over for dinner, who would it be and why? Next one is, what is your most prized possession and why?
It's my penis. Because it gives me hours and hours of pleasure.
The next one I'm going to ask actually our cameraman Ellie. You can have an unlimited supply of one thing for the rest of your life. What do you choose?
Lap dances.
I choose water.
Why?
Yes, because I think in the near future we're gonna have a shortage of water.
And who is this guy? Is this his cameraman? What's wrong with this guy? This poor guy. Wait. I'd like to have water because I think we'll have shortage of it. I don't think she's British. I think he's American.
I choose water.
Why?
Yes, because I think in the near future we're gonna have a shortage of water. It would be great to have an unlimited supply of water.
Oh, I think he's German or Slovakian or something. English must not be his native language. I think we'll have water. I think we'll have a shortage of it. I prefer lap dances. Thank you.
I like that. It's very thought out.
Thank you.
Well done. Mine would be Kinder eggs. If you're looking for more inspiration or more questions, we have a list of over 200 icebreaker questions in the description below.
All right, let's go on to somebody else here. I got a couple different videos. Who do we have here next? 3 of the best games. Yay! This is Chad Littlefield.
What are some fun icebreaker games?
Fun.
Fun is a relative term. I'm going to give you 3 icebreakers that are...
Oh, he's going to give us 3. 3. You can't give us 3. He's going to give us 3. Don't point at your people. Use the thumb, the power of thumb, the thumb of power. Don't. 3. He's going to give us 3. Don't trust a guy that says 3 like this. Don't.
Offer 3 different types of fun that will reach 3 different audiences. So there's a guarantee
I'm using Oingo Boingo as my windscreen.
one of them will be absolutely perfect for your group. And one of the exercises is called Conversation Roulette. So you know this video is going to be good. Let's get into it.
All right, man. Let's get into it, dude. I'm ready. Let's go, buddy. More hip-hop music. The bouncing beat of the disco fleet with PTPOP and his...
3 types of icebreaker games here. Framing of a game, right? For me, a game
likes to
is
do this a
anything
lot.
that has an objective.
He likes to shape things, to shape his words with his hands and his shaping things. He must be a sculptor in real life.
And some guidelines around it. And the dictionary would relatively agree with that. I think they use the word rules, but when I think about icebreaker games, I first want to rewind and ask, what is the actual purpose or the objective?
To drive your employees fucking nuts. That's what it's all about.
And for me, when I hear the word icebreaker, the purpose is to break the ice.
Break the ice that no one wants to break anyway. Nobody wants to break the ice. No one wants to talk to each other. We just want to go to work and get paid and go home. Bingo.
Allow people to meaningfully connect and
Meaningfully connect by sticking sticky notes to each other's foreheads. That's meaningful. See, I was doing it all wrong when I was dating. I should have shown up on the first date with a woman and said, hey, hun, I'm going to put a sticky note in your head. Guess what I wrote on it?
and to maybe infuse a little bit of joy into it.
Infuse a little bit of joy. He's mixing, he's shaping, he's sculpting with his hands. A little bit of joy. There is no joy. There is no meaning in icebreakers at work. Absolutely none. It doesn't exist. And I bet you every single one of you watching this video will agree with me, except for you sycophants who show up to work and go, I can't wait for the icebreaker.
A space. So the 3 types of icebreakers
There he's with that 3 thing again. Maybe his index finger's busted.
that I'm going to walk through. One is going to be fun and light.
Fun and light.
If that suits your group and your context where you're at. One is going to be a little bit deeper and more meaningful.
Deep, meaningful. Sometimes it's actually meaningful. Sometimes fun is actually meaningful.
Fun is actually meaningful, especially for introverts. Like crazy icebreaker doesn't usually mean fun. More deliberate, thoughtful conversation means fun. And so I have a really great exercise for that.
How about this? How about we make work fun? Not just these little icebreaker shit meetings. How about corporate America goes, you know what? Our employees are unhappy. Let's treat them with dignity and pride. Let's treat them with respect, pay them a decent wage, and make work fun. Let's let them take a break every hour, go have a beer, come back, have a bong room. Let's have fun at work. Let's not have to wait till the trainer comes prancing in, sashaying in the room with little cute games for all of us to be tortured with for 20 minutes.
And then lastly, to give some love to the introverts in the world, which is like half the population.
That's not going to happen. I'm still an introvert, believe it or not. And no one has ever given me love because I'm quiet and withdrawn. They all think I'm a psychopath or I'm stuck up or aloof. And I just want to be left alone. I don't want anybody to bother me. I don't want to have to create fake conversations with people over the water cooler about the Browns game or about local happenings or politics. I don't want to be bothered with it. Most of us introverts who are artists don't want to talk about any of that crap. We just want to be left alone. Why does he care about us introverts so much? You know what? This is ridiculous because I'm going to stand up for all of us introverts. They're always trying to bring us out of our hole. They're trying to bring us out of our quietness. And I'm sick of it. I don't smile. And I'm an introvert. I'm not going to smile unless there's something that makes me laugh or there's something to smile about. And I'm not going to come out and talk to people unless I absolutely have to. Unless there's a good reason to do it. Like, hey, my left leg fell off. Could you pick it up and put it back on my hip? I just don't want to be bothered. What does this schmuck think that any of us introverts want to be bothered with this crap? Do you really think at the end of a meeting with a bunch of introverts that after you poke and prod them with your bullshit that they're going to, you know what? I was so fulfilling. That was meaningful to me as an introvert. I think I'm going to come out of my shell now, man. I think I'm becoming someone new because this guy told me so. He brought me out of my shell, got me actually to talk in front of people, man. It is earth-shattering, it's mind-blowing what it's done for me and my well-being and my personal, my self-image. So meaningful.
This is like this, but it's a particularly introvert-friendly exercise. So you've got fun and light, a little bit deeper, and introvert-friendly. Number one, fun and light, is conversation roulette. So for conversation roulette, and you can do this virtually or in person, you just need to adapt it based on your context. You need a stack of questions, ideally fun and light questions. In the link in the description, there is a free printable deck and a list of questions. All the questions in that list that are green are
Green? He loves the color green.
categorized as fun and light questions. Or if you have this deck of cards, we connect cards that have a bunch of questions on them that are color-coded. What I would do is keep a stack of green cards on your desk or put them on a table if you're...
And right now there's a manager who oversees people and goes, you know what? They're watching this video and they're like, what's a good idea? I'm going to get a stack of green cards with silly questions on it, and it's going to improve the chemistry of my team. It's going to overshadow the fact that I'm a complete prick and make them love me and love each other. And we're going to work in harmony and walk hand in hand into the corporate sunset. Amen.
In person with a group. And the group's objective is to burn through the deck as quickly as possible. Sharing answers that could be true, could not be true, just guttural responses.
Guttural.
It's getting to be goddamn ridiculous.
It's guttural. You ever meet people like this with this much energy? There's a lot of people on YouTube like this. They talk really fast. They always talk really fast, and it's not edited because they just talk fast. They must all be on Adderall or I don't know if this guy's on Adderall. I'm not implying that, sir. So don't say I'm going to. But where does he get all his energy? His bountiful energy, unbounding energy. Is that what it's called?
You've got a list of questions here. And so if I picked this one up and it was, Stephen, what does that question say? What is something funny that has happened to you? Boom. I just filmed 2 videos before this video and it was treachery.
That's fun. Isn't the question, what is something fun that has happened to you?
I just filmed 2 videos before this video and it was treachery. I was like, and I'm now.
Let's go on to somebody else. Come on, guy. Okay, let's find, there's going to be something else here you can talk about. The brain warm-up. Let's find out what the brain warm-up is.
Early in the morning. But the idea of conversation roulette is that you're just going through, and if you can add a little bit of game element to it if you want, that if somebody pauses for longer than 3 seconds to respond to the question, then the group lovingly looks at them and goes, and then you kick.
Christ.
Oh my God. Yeah. First thing in the morning, you can't think, you haven't had your cup of coffee yet. You got this schmuck in front of you trying to get you to think in 3 seconds. They used to take all my just energy and courage just to crawl out of bed, shower, shave, put on my clothes, and eat and pour myself into my car and drive half an hour to work when I used to work down the street from my condo in Cleveland. It was torture. And now you want this guy throwing cards at me at an icebreaker meeting. And if I don't say anything in 3 seconds, go,
It's getting to be goddamn ridiculous.
always got a bullhorn. He's got a bullhorn. It's going to be fun, everybody. See, Oingo Boingo wants to watch this one.
We've shared 2 icebreakers. I'm about to share a third. I would love for you to break the ice with me. Part of breaking ice is actually letting people's voice be heard. Literally, when people's larynx works and you hear someone's voice, you hear them tell a story, share a piece of who they are, that breaks the ice. And so if you've been watching...
Here's Oingo Boingo's voice. Yay!
These videos, or if this is your first time on the channel, there's hundreds of videos on the channel to help leaders and educators make connection and engagement easy. Go ahead in the comments and...
No. Okay, I'm done with this guy. Go ahead in the comments. No. Bye, dude. Doodly doodly. Okay, here's one. Now, this is an actual video. Russ Dantu group exercise for customer service. And this is the pain of a group exercise. This is the real thing.
Here's what I need you to do. I need everybody to stand up, please, and grab a part.
Grab a part and pull her around. We're going to do square dancing. Had to do square dancing in 4th grade. This is 1976. Jesus H. Christ.
Jesus H. Christ.
It was awful. So this is what, if you've never been to one of these icebreaker things in the corporate world, this is what they're like. And they're just so painful. For me, they were just like, oh, please. And I was the guy in high school that wanted to sit at the back of the room and wouldn't talk to anybody and was very quiet. Just don't talk to me. I don't know what to say to you. So please leave me alone. And these things are painful because they didn't help me get to know anybody. The moment I sat down with these meetings, I wanted to run out the door. And most people around me want to do the same thing, but they were getting off the phones. They didn't have to be at their desk or whatever it was. And so they were getting a respite from the torture of working to come in and be tortured by some goofball trainer like this. So let's see. Everybody's get up and talk. Let me turn this up a bit because he's kind of faint.
Sure. Oh, and when I say grab, don't grab the part. Pick a partner. We have a lawyer with us tonight.
Oh,
I'd definitely like to help with some law.
Oingo Boingo, I grabbed him.
Yourself, say hello. Tell them
Give
who
me a
you are.
sexual harassment suit, Oingo.
Okay.
Look at this guy. Isn't this kind of creepy? I don't know why this is creepy. Big time. Look at him shake her hand. Like that's an awful long handshake there. Let's see how long this handshake lasts. Good Lord, dude, let go of the woman's hand. You lecherous old fool. Lecherous old goof. Well,
Sorry,
look at this. Oh, would you like to come back to my place after this icebreaker?
Okay. Hey? Yeah. All right. Okay.
All right, okay.
Here's what we're going to do. And hold on a second. Here's what you're going to turn back to back now.
Oh,
turn back to
back to back when I've done these.
Okay, back to back. Okay, you're having a great conversation over.
I'm surprised this guy in the blue pulls out his dick.
Back to back, please. Thank you. All right. Now, what I want you to do is change 12 things about your appearance. 12 things. Okay?
12 things. These people probably can't count beyond 5.
When I'm asking you to change things, don't take all your clothes off, okay?
Okay, don't grab it and don't take off any clothes. Oh, Oingo Boingo likes that. It's a politically correct meeting of fun.
Okay.
Even for him to say stuff like that is inappropriate in today's day and age. He shouldn't even mention it. He shouldn't say grab, and he shouldn't even mention taking off clothes because there's a lot of nervous laughter there. Because I'm sure there's people in that group, men and women both, are like, wait a minute, dude. What are you talking about? I'm going to go to HR about you. You're a dirtbag. Yeah.
Let's try changing 2 things about your appearance. You can take a pen out of your pocket, take your glasses off. You can, unbutton your shirt. Something like that, okay? So change 2 things about your appearance. Okay?
That lady over there. There's always one in every group that loves doing these things. There's always somebody that loves doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Everybody's done. Okay, now what I want you to do is turn around and have a little discussion. See if you can figure out what that person has done to change
Oh my God, you pulled your dick out.
or something.
Well, let's see if we can pretend what they're saying. Well, see, your belly's pretty big there, yeah. You got strong knees there, honey?
Okay, now what I want you to do is turn back to back again and change one more thing. Okay, back to back, change one more thing. Okay, back to back one more time, change one more thing about.
Pulls out his pocket. Did you see that? I don't know if you can see that or not. This guy in the blue pulls out his pocket. I don't know if my head's in the way.
Back one more time, change one more thing about your appearance.
Pull up my pocket.
Okay.
Hey, lady. I guess if there's a rabbit in my pocket, I'm just happy to see you.
Back to back.
Look at him. That's so funny. I pulled out my pocket.
Change back to back and change one more thing about your appearance, please.
I'm broken out in a cold sweat watching this. This is so embarrassing. It's embarrassing to
Lots
be
of laughter
corporate.
over there. Somebody's having fun. Oh. Okay, I see why now.
Why? Has he got a rabbit in his pocket?
One morning, I shot an elephant in my pajamas. How he got in my pajamas, I don't know.
Okay. All right, now turn and face that person. Let's have the same discussion again. What have they done?
Guy's got his shirt on backwards.
What's the purpose of that exercise?
Exactly. What's the point? Let's see what Ungo Bongo thinks.
I don't know what it's about. It's horseshit, is what I think. Yes.
Details?
Details?
That's great. No, focusing on details. No, that's good.
You ever have these trainers that come in and you guess the answer? You're like, oh, is it about pork chops? And he's like, oh, no, that's a good question. That's a good answer, though. Good. You're in the right direction. Hey, you over there. Oh, it's about bowling balls. You're even closer. Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Oh, it's a good one. He's always positive and optimistic about your answer, even though you're like so far off base. You're like on the moon.
Very good.
Oh, it's good.
No.
But there you have it. There are icebreakers and the team building exercises that each of us have been tortured with in the corporate world, whether you're in a call center or you're working just you're just humping a traditional desk, you're riding a desk. So if you like my videos, give me the thumbs up. Remember, don't point. Use the power thumb. Give me the thumbs up. Press the subscribe button. Tell people about PTPOP and his wonderful channel where I analyze corporate world and call centers. And if you subscribe to my channel, become a member, you get to see behind the scenes videos of me making videos. You can see my studio here at home and a whole bunch of other fine things. I've got a music video coming out called Call Center Blues, an original song. 12-ball blues, baby. Peace and love. And it's a rocker. It's a real rock. I think you're all going to love it. So have a good day. And thanks for watching. And I'll talk to you on the other side of tomorrow. Bye.
Would you like fries with that? Would you like fries with that?